Belinda and Harper Audio Australia present this unabridged recording of He'll Be Okay, Growing Gorgeous Boys into Good Men, 20th Anniversary Edition. Written by Celia Lashlie and read by Helen Brown. For the many good men I met on the journey, know how special you are. For the many gorgeous boys I met on the journey, know that magic lies within you. For Beck and Jean and all who continue to walk with me on the journey of life, know it is you who give my life meaning. Forward by Rebecca Henderson. 10 years ago we lost Mum. Most knew her as Celia, a few knew her as Nana or Cess. In one way, 10 years is just another anniversary, just another year that she's not with us. But in another way, it's a chance to remember and celebrate her. It is wonderful to be able to honour and pay tribute to her through this 20th anniversary edition of He'll Be Okay. I have struggled for the past 10 years with her legacy and what that means, how we keep her memory and wisdom alive, how we try to fill even the tiniest sliver of the public space she used to take up. I think of the change she could have made if she was still here, and the thought leadership she could have provided. Keeping this book and the korero it generates alive is a part of this legacy. It is a comfort to know that people all over Aotearoa and further abroad are still benefiting from her work as they grow their gorgeous boys into good men. And I'm one of those people. Our two boys were 7 and 5 when Mum died from pancreatic cancer, which had been diagnosed 47 days earlier. Their little sister was 2. In fact, it was on my daughter's 2nd birthday that I stood in a Wellington hospital room and learnt that Mum had a matter of weeks to live. In fact, it ended up being less than a week. Mum believed in synchronicity, and that moment in the hospital room was full of meaning. On the same date, 2 years before, I had been in the same building giving birth to my youngest, the granddaughter of the woman who had just been told she was going to be leaving this world, and soon. So it was that we lost Mum before she could be around for her grandson's teenage years. But I feel her there. I can hear her berating me for making their lunch for them, only occasionally. To not be a crisis merchant imagining the worst when my boys have not arrived home after being out at night, and to shut my mouth more and listen. I've tried, not always successfully, to step back and let their dad be on the bridge. She would be immensely proud of the people her grandchildren are becoming, and she would absolutely relish the gorgeousness of her grandsons. Oh, what I would have done to have her here. Not just to be part of her grandsons' lives and help us through these teenage years, but for many other moments and experiences we've had over the years and will continue to have. Her mokopuna are a very real part of her legacy. It breaks my heart that she ran out of energy and did not get to write to them as she had intended to do before she went. Her biggest fear was that she would become a figment of their imagination, her words. To a certain extent she may well be just that, but she does live on through them, and they will have this book and her other books to help them understand the amazing wahine she was. I hope that you enjoy and share this book and help us to keep her legacy alive so that parents and caregivers and wives and husbands can continue to benefit from the wisdom she gained throughout the Good Man Project and from raising a boy of her own. I know that I often pick up the book to connect with her and find some words of encouragement. Sometimes we just need to remember that he will be okay and that we're doing the best we can. I hear her saying that often, and it provides great comfort.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?